Blog Talk Radio.
I have yet to discover a job where it pays to look less than your best. Style is the way you say who you are without having to speak. There's no one else like you in the world. You are unique. Find your unique style and you will never again have to agonize over what to wear. Call for a free 15-minute conversation to see how Style with Aplomb can change your image and move you to greater success. 404-428-2527. That's 404-428-2527.
Unmarket Your Business, the podcast. Born out of the need to share strategies and techniques that really work to market your business. Think yellow page ads and cold calls are your only choices? That's so last century. You're about to learn tested, tried and true marketing techniques you can apply and master, ones that feel authentic instead of salesy, strategies that are true to who you are and how you want to present yourself to your ideal clients. Let's join our host, Carol Joyce Dunlop, in the studio now and allow business success to move forward. Hey, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. I am your host, Carol J. Dunlop, and I am so glad that you are here. I am your hostess with the mostest, the online wow strategist and Amazon #1 international bestselling author. I just love saying that. And I have to say that I earned that thing. So it feels very, very good to be able to say that because I wrote that book. I produced that book. I designed the cover. I got, my beta readers to read it, and I did all that stuff that you need to do to make it good, and God bless me with that. So, hey, I love saying it. I am so glad you are here and that I can talk to you today. We were supposed to have a guest, but things come up on live radio, live podcasting, internet radio, rather. Things do come up, and you have to make adjustments. That's one of the things I love about being live. I know I spoke last week about Steve Olsher. He was talking about how you can guest on podcasts and, start getting some clients and making money, which I totally agree with that. But he does his show live also, and he says that he loves all the stuff that goes along with it, the slip-ups, the the ahs, the how things go good, bad, indifferent, or whatever. But, I love that too. And I have done both. I've done live, and I know this is not what we were talking about, but bear with me for a second. I've done live shows, I've done recorded shows, I've done uploaded shows, all of that, and live is just the best because I don't have to worry about it anymore, and it gets done. When I have to actually record something, and then I have to worry about uploading and all that stuff, it just don't get done. It's like years later. So I like it live. It's done. Whatever happens, and then you move on, right? So anyway, thanks for joining in and for being a part of this awesomeness here. And my big shout out, my thankfulness is to God and his son, Jesus Christ, and I am glad that I am a follower. I was blessed to be born to a woman who was also a Christ follower, and she helped me go down that road, helped me to get my faith intact and keep it and make it strong, and I feel totally blessed for being able to do that because I don't think everybody can say that, no matter if you worship God or not, or if you have a supreme being or what kind of faith you have, what you're worshiping or whatever, you have to own it. You have to, this is what I do. This is who I am. And I was watching Ashley Ann on Periscope. I had never watched her before. I've been on her list for a while, or on her Periscope list, and something said go watch her right now, and she was talking about, I think she was talking about getting 1,000 followers in 10 days or something like that. So, yeah, great title. I tuned in. She was absolutely hilarious. And then she came back on and she said the next day that she had talked about herself and God and how she's a follower and all that. And she was saying how people were giving her flack. And she was like, I don't know why y'all are acting like that. I've got to be tolerant of what you worship and how you are, so why can't you be tolerant of me? And if you don't like that, then, skip on over somewhere. I fell out. It was so funny. And she was like, it's all rainbows and roses over here. So maybe, just maybe, y'all need to drink some Jesus juice. God, she had me. Y'all pray for me because I want to get her on this show because I love what she talks about, how she does and everything. She's awesome. So she's going to be the next guest. She's going to be on here. I know she's big and she's got a big following, and I'm saying that to say that sometimes you can't, reach out and touch those people who have a lot of people in between you and them, but I'm going to do it, and she's going to be on here. You just watch. I'm putting that out in the universe. She's going to be on here. We're going to have a girlfriend chat, and it's going to be totally awesome. So today I'm talking about 7 steps you can use to build the relationships you need to help you market your business successfully. And I have to say that I have built my business on relationships and collaboration. I have. I wrote about it in the book. Half the book is I guess dedicated to relationship and relationship marketing. There's a name for it now, relationship marketing, right? When I was doing it, when I first started it, there wasn't a name for it. It was just, this is what you did. You had to know people. As a matter of fact, in the description that I put in the show for today, I quoted my own self, my own book, saying, you are not an island, but you probably feel that way. It seems that everything that needs to be done to bring in more business has to be done by you, all by your lonesome. That's a myth. And it's truly a myth, honey. You don't have to do everything by yourself. You don't have to be by yourself. There's a sea of people out there who are waiting to work with you, to help you, and to ensure that you are successful. And I just finished doing a Facebook Live with Renelli Williams of Lift, the Lift Conference 2018, and we were talking about this same thing. We were talking about how I met Renelli in the group. I think it was Coach Speak and Serve at that time. Now it's Coach Speak and Write for Profits with April Franks Hunt. And she just had, it was a workshop that they were doing. I think this was in 2016. They were just doing a workshop, and she put out a thing, hey, I'm looking for some people to put in some stuff for the goodie bag. And I did that, and we kind of built a relationship. I didn't even know Renelli, but I knew I had seen her in the group, because she does post a good bit, post some great stuff. So I was looking at it, and I was like, hey, we need to do this. So I did it, and we started building our relationship there. And then in 2017, when they decided to create that workshop into an actual conference, they came to me, and I worked with them behind the scenes on video stuff, getting some marketing things together, and it was great. It was a great teamwork. We actually did an opt-in for collaboration and how to collaborate with others. I thought that was magnificent. I don't know if it's still up or not, but it is, because I have it. When you get the book, that's one of the extras that you get access to. So that collaboration piece that Renelli, Kim Jones, and I did, and it's still great today. All the stuff is still workable. And then last year, I actually spoke at the conference, and then in this year's conference, I'm a sponsor. I'm the marketing. I'm doing all the web and graphic design work for them. Love working with these ladies. Are totally awesome. The one main thing I love about them is they put God first. They listen to God's call on them, on their heart, and she says this is hard work for them. And it's totally fabulous. So anyway, I want you to go to liftcon2018.com. Go ahead and get your ticket while they are at this price, because you can get in at a good deal right now. I'm not getting anything off of that. Just go straight to the website. Go ahead and sign up. But you will see my work because I did a website. So let's go into, I got one other story. That story was not actually planned. I just thought about it because I just got off the live. But something that inspired this episode today, because like I said, I was supposed to have a guest, and with live radio, you just roll the punches and keep going. I saw a post from Tawana, the LinkedIn professor, Tawana Ross, the LinkedIn professor, and she posted something on Facebook saying that someone had sent her a message in her inbox, and it was something along the lines of, I can help you get more clients. I was looking at your profile, blah, 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 blah. And she was like, really? Really? You don't even know me. You don't even know how I get clients or what kind of clients I want. Is this just some canned thing? And she put this all in the post. Is this just some canned thing you send out to people? You're forcing me to unfriend you and delete you from my connections, because if you're going to send this out to me, you're not even interested in getting to know me. You just want to supposedly, quote unquote, help me get more clients. So that resonated with me a lot when people send you that stuff and then you're like, do a jump on that or what? But I like to get to know people and see how I can help them and if I can even help them, because I might not be in their realm of, I can help them get clients or whatever. I might not be the person to help them market their business successfully. I know who my people are, and you should know who you want to work with, and sometimes your energies don't go together, but I like to know that before I start proposing stuff to people. So I have 7 tips that are going to help you, get to doing this successfully so you don't have to wonder, do I send out this blind copy thing that I send out to everybody and see who bites on it, or do I really work at building this relationship so I can have a relationship for years and years and years? Because our clients have been with us for a long time. I was saying on the live today, we have one client that's been with us for about 20 years. We have another that's been with us 15 years. And then we have other clients who have been with us 2, 3, 5, 7, and 10 years. So when we get in with you, we're in with you. We're in there for the long haul to help you make things successful. And a lot of our clients have become personal friends of ours. So let's without further ado, let's get started on this. So number 1, no cold calls. No cold calls. In today's age of technology and being able to find out anything you want about anybody, you shouldn't have to make cold calls to say, hey, I am so-and-so, and blah, blah, blah. Now, it was so funny. I was thinking about doing that the other day, and I was going to connect with a certain group, and I was like, let me just call the office. And my husband's like, what? What are you talking about? Stop. You do your own stuff. It's so true. The cobbler's children have no shoes. You don't even think about your own things. No cold calling. Instead of cold calling, what you need to do is use social media to find out everything you need to know about the person you're trying to reach out to. Even if it's a group of people, they hang out online somewhere. There's 2 billion people on Facebook, so out of all those 2 billion people, I know there are some people you need to connect with so you can find out about them on Facebook. You may not be able to friend them, but if they're in a group, you could probably get access to their profile. And then there's always LinkedIn where you can go and look them up, and you don't have to be a connection with them to see a lot of things that they are posting about. And then there's also Twitter. You get the Twitter handle. Well, usually if you find them on LinkedIn, you're going to find them on either Facebook and or Twitter, or both of them, usually, because those are the 3 big ones. Then you can go to Twitter and see what they're tweeting about. And they may even have a Pinterest page. Maybe they have a YouTube channel. You could just find out so much. Yes, it does take time, but it will make a better relationship than if you are just calling them out of the blue and saying, that old, hey, I'm so-and-so, I do this, and wait for the click, wait for Mr. Dial Tone to be in your ear. Second thing, visit and join the groups where your ideal prospects and clients hang out. Let me say that again. Visit and join the groups where your ideal prospects and clients hang out. You can find groups now this is both online and offline. You can find groups on Facebook. Let's see, you can be a part of Twitter lists. There are groups on Google, and there are real groups in real life that meet IRL in real life. You can go to Meetup. You can do some Google searching, and you can find the groups that contain your ideal perfect clients and perfect prospects, and go there. Visit the group. See if you don't know, visit the group. Join a group on Facebook. Kind of lurk around for a little bit. It'll take you about maybe 2 weeks or less to see if your perfect audience is there, and if they're not there, get out. Join a group in person, not join, but go visit them, see what they're about, see how their energy is, see what's going on, who are the members, and if they're not the right one, don't go back. Sometimes you can't tell in one, maybe you need twice or something like that. But get involved with the groups that have your ideal clients. That way you can look at, this person can be a client, this person can be a client. Let me tell you, yesterday I attended a Member Connect lunch with ProWin. I've talked about ProWin several times, a professional women's networking organization here in Atlanta, and we started having these Member Connect lunches twice a month. They're for the members in a small, intimate setting, 12 to 20 people, so we can get to know each other. And we have them at lunch, at lunchtime, 11:30 to 1, the second and the fourth Tuesday. Well, this is the first time I was able to go. I was so happy, and I think there were 12 of us. And when I said what I did, and I did my online wow thing and how I help women entrepreneurs who struggle to market their business successfully. How about like 5 of the 12 raise their hand like, me, I need help. So you know what I'm going to be doing? Connecting with those ladies, right? And one more thing before we go on a sponsor break, and that is leave your business cards at home. You don't, in today's networking environment, you don't even need your business card. Oh, and if you're going to do this the real way, like really creating relationships and building relationships with people, you don't need a business card, because what's going to happen? They're going to give you the card. You really aren't even looking at their card. You're going to give them their card. And you may, when they get home, they may throw that card away or put it down or never think about it. But what I do, I don't even have business cards anymore. I really don't. I need to get some because I do need to send it out with some stuff. But when I go to networking events, I don't even bring cards, because what do? I get their card, I take it home, and I make a note of where I met them, what they're talking about, what they need, and then I connect with them. So I got 4 more for you, and we'll get on that right after this message from our sponsor.
Here is what one client had to say. I was struggling in my career and didn't understand why. I was working hard, getting to know the right people, and putting myself forward every day, but I couldn't seem to get ahead. And then I remembered something Beryl taught me. The clothes we wear aren't just things we put on. They're a signal to the world about who we are and what we aspire to be. I was amazed at how quickly people's perception of me changed thanks to her advice. I received a huge raise at my yearly evaluation that reflected not only my hard work, but my value as an individual. More importantly, the confidence my new wardrobe gave me had opened up opportunities I never would have had previously. It's not about buying a new suit or watch. It's about changing how the world sees you and how you see yourself. I will forever be grateful to Beryl for teaching me that. Visit our website at www.stylewithaplomb.com to learn more about how we help clients change how the world sees them. That's www.stylewithaplomb.com.
Okay, we're back. Awesome. You are hanging with Carol J. Dunlop, the online WOW strategist, and we're talking about 7 steps you can use to build the relationships you need to help you market your business successfully. Now, we've covered no cold calls, use social media to find out stuff. Number 2, visit and join the groups that contain your ideal perfect clients. And number 3, leave your business cards at home. Just take you and your awesome self, get their business cards. Okay, number 4, let's move on. Send helpful information. Now, if you're trying to build a relationship with someone, what do? Did you just go up to them and say, hey, here's my card, give me a call? No, you do not do that. What you do is you say, hey, how are you doing? How can I help you get clients, or how can I help you get in front of the people that will help you the most? And then they tell you, and then you say, hey, when you're looking through your information that you're trying to curate to put out on social media, you run across this article, and you just talk to this person that says, hey, I'm interested in so-and-so. Bing. What do? Send it to them. You can email it to them, or if you don't have their email, you can text them, or you can message them on Facebook, or you can tweet them and @ them. If you know their Twitter, hey, I was just thinking about you. We were talking about this, or I saw that you post about this. Here's a great article that's going to help you. I mean, just that's some cool points right there. When you're thinking about someone, you're not asking them anything. You're not asking them to do anything. You're just saying, hey, I thought about you, and this is for you. Okay, number 5, invite them for a virtual coffee. There's no better way to get people to know you than to talk with them and see exactly what they're about. And you can do that now via virtual coffees. By that, I mean you're on the phone, you do a Zoom, you do Skype, you do something where you can look at them video face-to-face, or you can talk to them. Hey, just asking questions. Hey, what kind of company do you have? Who are your ideal clients? How do you usually get your clients? And how can I help you find the clients? Whatever questions. I tell you, I have been on more than one virtual coffee that has resulted in a client, and I wasn't trying to even get a client. I mean, I just went online with them to talk about what they do, what I do, and see if we have any synergies, and it wound up they're like, I need you. What is it that you said you do? I want that. I mean, that has literally happened. So it can. I don't go in expecting that to happen with virtual coffees because I'm really just trying to get to know the person. But, hey, when it does, hey, it's there, right? So then number 6 is be open to help. No obligation chatting. Now, I talk about this in the book also, Treasure Hunting in Groups. When you join the group and you get in and you start being helpful, you do your designated hashtag, DDH. I can't remember the acronym. I have to look back in the book to find it. But the designated health hashtag. That's what it is. The DHH. And you just look for people who say, help, I need so-and-so. And if you are in the group that has your ideal perfect clients and prospects in it, or prospects that could be clients, then they're going to want help with the stuff that you do. Now, if you're just in a group because, you just want to be in something, say like you're not a web designer, but you want to know about web design and you join that group, you're not really going to get clients out of it. You're probably going to learn stuff, and you're probably an ideal perfect client for the person who either started the group or some other people who are in the group. It's all about give and take. So either you're in there to find somebody to work with, or you're in there for somebody to find you to work with. And that's the purpose of the groups, and it's fun because then you can really build relationships there, and who knows, you might wind up working together. I've become collaborators with people that I've met in groups on Twitter, on Facebook, Pinterest, or you name it, on social media, period, in an email that I've wound up working with. Finally, number 7 is BOLO people. What does that mean? That means be on the lookout, BOLO. Be on the lookout for people that you can connect with, collaborate with, work with. Just be on the lookout. Stay woke, as my client and friend, Legenia Trailblazer Rucker says, stay woke. Be on the lookout for these opportunities. I'm going to give you an excellent example of an opportunity that just came about because I was woke. Thank God I was woke. I had some coffee that day. Nancy J. Lewis posted something in LinkedIn about a call for speakers that was coming from the, what is the name of that? It's a veterans conference that's coming up. I'm so excited about it. I want to see if I can do the exact name. Okay, here it is. I have the paperwork here. The 2018 NASWA Veterans Conference that is coming up in July. And she said that they have a call for speakers out. They're looking for speakers to do presentations, workshops, whatever, at this event that's in Washington, D.C. in July. So I just happened to see it. I wasn't even on the radar for anything. Just, browsing through my social media stream. Looked at it. I'm like, I could do that. Let me see what the requirements are. I looked at the requirements. I looked at what they were looking for. And guess what? They were looking for somebody to present on social media. The queen right here. And so I sent in a proposal, and they said that they were going to let everyone know on April 20th. April 20th came and went. There was no information. There was no nothing. There was no email. I was like, oh, poo-poo, I didn't make it. So something said, I was like, let me just throw this thing away. I don't even need it. And then something said, no, don't throw it away yet. Just, hang on to it because I like to hang on to stuff. And lo and behold, a couple days ago, I got an email that says, Carol, your presentation has been accepted, and we're very excited to be a part for your presentation. We're very excited about your presentation. I was like, whoa, Daddy, that is totally awesome. This is like the biggest speaking gig that I have been accepted at. There's going to be over 450 people attending this conference. So that means like at the very least, 450 people will see my picture, my bio, what I do, and I don't know how many people are going to be in my particular conference, hopefully at least 50. So that's awesome. I'm so excited. So that's, BOLO, be on the lookout for situations that could help you build your business and build that relationship. And guess what I did? The person who accepted, sent me the email saying you're accepting everything. Guess what? The first thing I did, I thanked her in the email, and then I went straight over to LinkedIn and connected with her. And she's connected with me. Now she's in my connections. Now I know more about what she's doing. I can learn more about the conference because I didn't even know this conference even existed until, last month sometime. So just BOLO. So real quickly, let me go over those 7 steps. No cold calls. Number 1, no cold calls. Use social media to find out stuff. Number 2, visit and join groups where your ideal, perfect, unique, perfect audience members, ideal, perfect clients, and ideal prospects hang out. Number 3, leave your business cards at home. It gives you the opportunity to find out more about the person, the other person, and who knows what amazing things will come from that. Number 4, send helpful info. You can email, you can text, you can message to that person with their contact information. And sometimes even if you don't have their contact information, if you know that they're on Twitter, you can just @sign them and boom, they're going to get it in their feed. Number 5, invite them for a virtual coffee just to chat with them, see who they are, what's going on with them, if you guys have any synergy. Sometimes things come of it, sometimes they don't. Number 6, be open to help. Remember the designated help hashtag, and look for that in groups online where you can be helpful to folks and you can, stop some pain, stop some suffering. If you know something that someone else wants to know, share it with them. They can never get all the information you have built up in your brain over the years that you've done it, so don't worry about giving out too much or anything because it's taking you this long to learn whatever you've learned, so they're not going to learn it too. And sometimes they don't even want to. They just want you to work. You do it. I don't even care about that. And then finally, number 7, BOLO people. Be on the lookout. Be on the lookout. Stay woke. See what's going on and how you can be a part of it if it pertains to you or if it does not pertain to you, but you know someone in your network or one of your clients or associates or someone you want to get to know who this could be helpful to, send it to them. So that's all I have for today. Thank you for joining in. And please join me again next week. I'll have more info to share with you because I'm going to be doing some networking and I've got some more brunches and stuff to attend. So I'm just so excited. Plus the royal wedding is coming up. Are you going to be watching? I got to find out a way that I can watch that for 5 hours. Probably, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I've watched Diana when she got married to Prince Charles. I watched Fergie when she got married. I even watched Prince William when he got married. So I will definitely be watching in some kind of way, shape, form, or fashion because I am obsessed with that whole thing. I just think they're awesome. So, again, tune in next week. Glad you're here, and go out there. Now that you've tuned in, that you've listened, that you've learned, I want you to start doing. Be sure to connect with me, and see you next time. Thanks for listening. We truly appreciate it. For information about guests, products, or services that were mentioned in this episode, log on to our website at www.csicorporation.com/unmarketing. To learn more, get a glimpse of our upcoming schedule, and join the unmarketing nation of entrepreneurs who are using marketing techniques that work right now. Until next time, keep moving forward.